welcome back. We have a water rescue, Pfizer for younger kids, and a golf course rumble update. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. At least 4 people in Alabama died during Wednesday night's flash flooding, 2 in Marshall County and 2 in Hoover. Now, the 2 Hoover victims were in a car together. Authorities say they were driving down a hill and around a curve when they met the floodwater. Agencies across central and north Alabama performed dozens and dozens of water rescues throughout the night. Now, I'll mention one that happened in Birmingham that saved an 87-year-old woman. AL.com's Carol Robinson reports that the woman was on her way home from church, and former Birmingham Police Chief Johnny Johnson, who said he's known her all his life, happened to be following her home to make sure she got there okay. At 79, former Chief Johnson isn't a pup himself. Now, at 28th Street North and 15th Avenue North, there's a train overpass, and it floods underneath there a lot. She got into the flooded area, didn't see the water, and became submerged. The former chief said he was preparing to go in after her, but Birmingham police officers Anthony Evans and Michael Burnett were on the scene, as they say. Now, just picture this. 2 officers swimming toward a submerged car, feeling their way because it was too dark to see. Burnett swam to the driver's side and Evans to the passenger side. Officer Burnett said he was praying the whole time he was swimming, just praying and swimming. He pulled her out, swam her back as Officer Evans dove back in to check for any more passengers. The woman was unresponsive during the rescue. Fire and rescue workers administered CPR and said that before they got her to the hospital, the woman had been revived, was conscious, and was talking to the paramedics. Burnett has 26 years on the force. Evans has 11. We could be just weeks away from the FDA clearing the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccine for use in children ages 5 to 11, reports the Associated Press. Pfizer has asked the federal government to allow its vaccine's use in kids younger than 12, as parents try to keep their kids in school, and with COVID-19 cases fallen but still prevalent in some areas with lower vaccine rates. The biggest change in the vaccine for younger kids is that the dose would be only a third of what adults get. In studies, after their 2 doses, 5 to 11-year-olds developed antibodies as strong as teens and young adults who had full-strength doses. The FDA will hold an expert panel debate later this month as it examines whether there has been enough evidence gathered to go ahead and give the green light to the younger kids. We have an update in the case of the guys who were hiding in the woods in camo and allegedly blowing an air horn as a group of golfers tried to tee off at Kraft Farms Golf Resort in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Now, we don't do editorializing here on Down in Alabama. We're pretty old school in our independence, but if they ever assign me to the opinion side, my first column would inform people who constantly complain about Alabama heat and humidity that there are other places with other climates that they could live in. And my second column would be that anyone who makes noise during a golfer's backswing should face felony charges, and that punishment should be carried out swiftly. But the law doesn't say that, and nobody else seems to want to advocate for it, so back to Kraft Farms. AL.com's Tandra Smith reports that assault charges have been dropped against the alleged air horn blowers in camo, even after they came out of the woods and were involved in a fight with the golfers, after which one golfer was taken to the hospital. One of the guys in camo was taking video. In that video, he's heard denying having an air horn, but in other parts you can hear an air horn, so someone's got one. And one of the golfers, at one time, tells the guy with the camera that he kills people for a living. The group posted the video to a YouTube page, calling it a prank gone wrong and claiming they were fighting back at the golfers in self-defense. Gulf Shores police investigated and agreed that it was indeed a prank gone wrong and said there would not be any charges. Thank y'all so much for listening. We'll be back here on Monday. Have a great weekend, and come by and see us anytime you want to on the internet at al.com.